So what kind of a threat are we facing as a country?
All right, I want Judge Napolitano to weigh in. Judge?
We know that this is legal, and we know that it's been upheld by the Supreme Court, and the vast majority of these people that come here through this system come to join family members that are here. Here's the issue. Does the government drop the ball when it comes to vetting these people? Just because they get to move up online because they have relatives here does not relieve the government of the obligation to vet them no matter which country they come from. We don't know yet if this guy was vetted. If he was vetted and they found nothing wrong, then he was radicalized here. If he wasn't vetted at all, just because he had relatives here, then the government has, in the Obama administration, seriously dropped the ball and jeopardized public safety.
Well, for the last 10 years, we have 9.3 million new immigrants that have come through this system. I hate to sound like a naysayer, but how do we vet 9.3 million over a 10-year period?
We do. We interrogate.
We do it? We really do?
Yes. Most of the vetting takes place in the country of origin. Now, our vetting procedures have gotten a lot better under President Trump. For whatever the motivation is, they've been more serious about it. But look, this is for the Congress to change. The Supreme Court has upheld this as a procedure. That is, you have a relative here, you get to the head of the line. Right. Congress can change that. The president wants it changed.
I don't know if he has executive order.
Say again?
Can he do it through an executive order?
No, he can ratchet up the vetting through an executive order. But since this is a law written by the Congress, upheld 3 times by the Supreme Court, only Congress could change it.
Because he came here in 2011 on an F4 visa, he's got legal resident status, so he's got due process rights. Although there are a number of people, including Senator Lindsey Graham, says he should be held as an enemy combatant, and he should not wind up with due process. Listen to this.
He was trying to commit an act of terrorism. He should be held as a suspected enemy combatant and interrogated under the law of war. He's apparently a allegiance soldier of the caliphate.
What do you think about that, Judge?
I think it's a dangerous and slippery slope to attempt to remove constitutional rights. In this particular case,
that has never been done before.
It has never happened in American history. One time in American history, a person arrested by civilian authorities was taken away by military and then returned.
Right.
Otherwise, it simply hasn't happened. It's a very dangerous
slope. Is he a citizen?
Say again?
Is he a citizen?
No, he is not a citizen.
So what's the problem?
The problem is the Constitution protects persons. It doesn't distinguish between citizens and non-citizens.
Even if they're trying to kill us.
Yes, even if they're trying to kill us.
Their allegiance to an international terror organization, they still have rights.
Yes.
That is wrong. That is a suicide pact.
Then you want to change the Constitution, which is very, very dangerous to do.
He's saying he wants to change the Constitution. He doesn't like the country.
Real quickly, what's the process? When they take him from Port Authority, they put him in the hospital where he's being treated for his wounds. Are they questioning him before they read him his rights?
They can't question him before they're reading him his rights. They read him his rights. Brian, before you go crazy, he's answering questions anyway.
Yeah.
He is singing like a canary. We know so much about him.
We don't know if he's saying anything. We don't know if he's telling the truth. We need to corroborate what he's saying. We need time.
Correct. And the FBI and the NYPD are far better at that than the military in Cuba. And the prosecutorial record of the civilian prosecutors are better in New York and in D.C. than they are in Guantanamo Bay.
Does he have an attorney?
I don't know if he has an attorney. I'm going to guess that he has rejected an attorney because he's singing like a bird.
Yeah. Joe, I know that, Judge, I know that for a fact that's not true because you need international interrogation experts, not NYPD counterterror. I'm telling you, that's what these people are trained for. They need to be talking to this guy to stop the next attack.
I would bet on the FBI more than any other entity backed up by the NYPD to find out the information they need. But I will also bet on the Constitution to protect the people we hate.
Not terrorists.
All right. Judge,
Is there an
thank you very much.
exception in the Constitution?
Yes.